Taurus Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to your Timeless Chakra reading. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They are my initials. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive, the president of Drawing the Circle production since 1998. Author of 2 different books, Spell Ingredients and Words of Grace. Spell Ingredients, you can find it over on patreon.com, as well as you can find Words of Grace, but there is a Kindle version available of Kindle. There's a Kindle version available of Words of Grace, and a link in the description box that if you click it, you can preview a good chunk of the first part of it for free, including the table of contents. You'll see it's primarily divided into chakra chapters, and this is a chakra reading, so you might find it helpful. And I do love me some Patreon, I have to say. Our digital shop is wonderful. We got my ebooks there, we got audios, we got videos. The audios and videos have free previews. Anybody can go check those out. But a bunch of my subscribers get those ebooks, audios, and videos automatically as part of their benefit package. But all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. Number 1, they get a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream like pretty much every single morning when we chat with each other about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a spiritual practice of some kind to send us on our way. And it is the wisest way for this Virgo witch to start the day, considering I never know what's really going to happen day to day with my work, career, and vocation. But I have to say, they also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All of my extended readings are timeless and relationship oriented, as well as they get a significant discount when they book me for a private session. We'll talk about that at the end of the video if you would like more info on that. And it's just the coolest thing I've ever done, putting my work out into the world, helping people heal, align in this case with a chakra reading. So if you feel so drawn, if you feel so called, or just mildly interested, go click the link, look at the menu, and if you want, come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can just call me Mal. Hey, my adorables. Let's get down to business. We will do some explanation for the new Taurians and crosswatchers. Feel free to jump ahead if you like. So welcome, my new Taurus and crosswatchers. We're doing what's called a 5-card draw, 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about your healing, about your energy field, about your chakras, and all of that jazz. We're going to start with 1 Caroline Myss archetype card. Caroline Myss, MYSS, the PhD, author of Anatomy of the Spirit, which is where I learned quite in depth about the chakras, and particularly the 8th chakra, which is what this card will be about, the archetype in the 8th chakra, hovering over our heads like a satellite, sending down codes to all the other chakras underneath it, shifting what we attract and what we repel, so that we have the opportunity to no longer delay the healing that cannot be prevented. You want to keep reincarnating over and over and over again, you go right ahead, but that's what these readings are for. So the next 4 chakras down, we will get 1 card, right? The crown, the third eye, the throat, and the heart, the internal, feminine, goddess energy, whatever you want to call it. With the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, we will look at the solar plexus, sacrum, and root, the masculine dynamic, the yang dynamic, looking at yourself from the outside, maybe you from the inside, looking out at people, places, and things, relationships in the physical world. With a crosswatcher read, all of crosswatchers are welcome here, but there may certainly be some mirroring there, so it can be both. So we'll get Mythic Tarot, Greek mythology, my favorite thing ever. Once all of them chakras are on the table, 8th to root, we will get a Whisper of Love. From the Whispers of Love Oracle, consecrated to the higher selves of all involved, not just the Taurus and the crosswatchers, but anybody else that might be involved here. And we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra, because this is about healing. Physical healing, mental healing, emotional healing, spiritual healing, financial healing, relational healing, whatever it is, to help anyone, right? Because as one of us heals even a little bit, it shifts the quantum field, right? We go into another timeline, what I call the golden true love timeline, for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives. In a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser way, for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser, Samuel Wyther world, for the well-being of all. So there's our explanation. Let's get into the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Stay grounded. Focus on your breath if you will, and I promise I will do anything that I can do to help anyone within my power, obviously, to bring their chakras into alignment and to heal for a better world for all of us. You in? I am. All right, that's it. Here we go. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. A place for everything. And everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all. And with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. Beloved Pantheons of the Divine, one card in Clarity, the 8th chakra dynamic for the Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers watching this video drawn to this reading. The soul power being alchemized from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxicity to healthy, shifting everything in the chakras below it for, almost, no cigar, for this timeless chakra read. Ooh! The Pioneer, a creative family archetype. There are 9 different families. Written on the card is the shadow attribute and the light attribute. I call this lead and this gold, with 3 atoms here on the periodic table that don't fit there, right? That have to be released, transformed, forgiven, healed, as you like. The shadow attribute, or the lead, compulsive need to keep moving on. Now here's the thing, you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime, or be dealing with someone who has this in play, reason, season, or a lifetime. So the gold, the light you're shooting for here, passion for doing and creating what has never been done before. That's the creative part of it. So like a pioneer, you can be a pioneer of just about anything. So, very, very powerful, creative archetype there, going where no being has gone before. We're keeping it gender neutral for you too. Let's see what's going on. Heart, third eye, crown. Please take a nice deep breath. By the way, the Taurus card was in the lower 3 chakras for the Aries reading. You guys often do that a lot. Here we go. I guess it's about the horns, whatever. Please take a nice deep breath. My goddesses override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved goddesses, one card in Clarity, please. Heart, their third eye, crown dynamic for the Taurus collective and their cross-watchers. What's going on there for them for this timeless chakra read? Ooh, Ace of Pentacles, an earth element. Now, when it's earth element, pentacles on the inner, we're not talking about internal organs, but we are talking about a seed of potentiality. For me, the element of earth on the inner is about wisdom we have gained from experience in the physical world. Knowledge is not wisdom. Knowledge plus experience equals wisdom. You can read all the cookbooks that you want, but until you apply blowtorch to sugar, you do not have creme brulee wisdom, right? You watch all the Food Network you want, right? I'm a potion witch. I don't do blowtorches. No thanks. So there is a nugget here, and I have always said the Ace of Pentacles for me is like a healthy acorn or a healthy seed, right? You take an acorn, you can crush it under your heel, you can feed it to a squirrel, right? Or you can plant it and watch it grow. Again, on the inner here, and over its lifetime, an oak tree sheds billions of acorns, so out of that one comes billions, considering how long oak trees, it's oak tree? Yeah, that's one of them, I forget which tree is which. I'm surrounded by trees here, and I live in Saratoga. So, a little nugget of wisdom going on there that will be developed as a result, right? That could be an inspiration, absolutely, to take a new route of healing in some way, shape, or form. So, let's look at the lower 3 chakras, outside in, inside out, masculine, dynamic, blah, blah, blah. Please take a nice deep breath. This feels good. Still point. My God's override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. My beloved gods, please, one card in clarity, inside out, outside in, lower 3 chakra dynamic for the Taurus collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs and their cross watchers. What do you got? Lower 3 chakras for the Taurus. Pioneer in the 8th, Ace of Pentacles on the inner, with 8 of Cups on the outer. Okay, now I know everybody says walking away, but that's not necessarily what we're seeing here in the Mythic Tarot. The entire suit of cups in the Mythic Tarot is the myth of Eros and Psyche, a true love tale if ever there was one. And this is Psyche making a descent into the underworld to pick up some beauty cream for her mother-in-law Aphrodite in order to get her help in getting her husband back, Eros, the god of love, son of Aphrodite and Aries. So as much as, yes, it's walking away, it's really more about walking within. To me, the underworld is not hell. No. The conscious mind is the upper world. The subconscious mind, right, is the middle world. The river Styx, if you like, the element of water. So this is very much the element of earth, the underworld, the unconscious mind. And we all have all sorts of patterns that we've inherited ancestrally, right, through our DNA, right, our families, societal conditioning, all this stuff we don't even realize. It's like a virus in the program. So this might really be going in and saying, you know, all right, so what is the wisdom that I have that I may not necessarily know is wisdom, particularly if it was through a traumatic event, or, you know, could be past life, could be anything. But, you know, I'm no stranger to the underworld. I have the River Styx Speed Pass, man. I got to use that for clients as well as myself. And who doesn't have unfinished business, right? I don't think we would be incarnate anymore if we had healed everything. We'd be ascended masters. And some of us are ascended masters that came into one of the most exciting times on planet Earth, and we'll put exciting in air quotes there. All the chakras are on the table. Let's ask the higher selves of all involved for a little clue, a little tip, a little hint for you here from the Whispers of Love. Please take a nice deep breath. Still. Higher selves override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, and insight needed by the Taurus collective and their cross-watchers to alchemize the pioneer in the 8th, Ace of Pentacles on the inner, 8 of Cups on the outer for this timeless chakra reading? The only thing that is real is love, and we know that. We know that, well, the higher self lives that way. The soul knows that for sure. But the personality and the ego, well, the ego just wants what it wants. And then when it gets what it wants something else. But the hero's journey is the personality choosing the voice of the ego or the voice of the soul, right? No, it's all good, right? When you turn your other cheek there. The witch just gave you a little New Testament there. So the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. So whatever it is that you're trying to pioneer here, usually we pioneer as the result of a problem or a situation in our lives, or we have to find a new route when nothing else has changed. Now, I just watched a YouTube video, I can't remember the name of it, but it was this really great guy, spiritual teacher, whatever, and he said that the reason why it's not working is because a higher energy is trying to do something, right? So don't beat yourself up about this. Shift back to love. Something is simply saying, and again, this could be a cross-watcher situation, you could say to them, look, you're doing the best that you can. I love you, right? Say it to your own heart. It's okay, right? Water that seed with love. And there is something kind of heart chakra about the Ace of Pentacles, right? Something, a seed that you hold in your heart. Maybe you're keeping it secret, keeping it safe. Bilbo, Frodo, Gandalf. Oh God, sorry. I just had an Orlando Bloom flashback. I wonder if he's still in bloom. I bet he is, all that hair. Shall we? Last card down, the Matt Kahn healing mantra. After all, this is about healing, the voices of the Ascended Masters. A little clue, a little tip, a little hint, and we'll put it together in a blessimation. I'll explain when we get there. This is the only bookie book read, so let's see what happens. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Masters Override. A place for everything. And everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all. And with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. Beloved higher selves, beloved ascended masters, one card in clarity, please, for the Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watcher to assist them in alchemizing the pioneer and the eighth from shadow to light, from lead to gold, from pain to peace, shifting them from toxicity to health and fear to love, which seems to be on the table here. Ace of Pentacles on the inner, Eight of Cups on the outer, getting that the only thing that is real is love, and for them to help them shift their focus from the problem back to love. Expanding inner power. Ready for this? I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. So maybe this is a throat chakra thing as well. Let me read you what Mr. Khan has to say about expanding inner power. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice, which is why I'm on YouTube and elsewhere, right? When inner power expands, you are able to openly communicate your truths, aspirations, and ideas as a way of circulating energy that pours in from the cosmos. In other words, your crown chakra opens, thousand-petaled lotus, like a fucking radar dish, right? Takes that info from that spirit, from the eighth chakra, down into the crown, down into the third eye, and then you choose, right? Third chakra. You express it, and then it goes down into the rest of the chakras and manifests. You know, it's a journey. As energy gets circulated by the sharing of your ideas, the universe is given permission to pour more inspiration, passion, and joy into your energy field. And isn't passion in this card, right? Literally a passion for doing and creating what has never been done before. As your inner power expands, creativity becomes the life force of source energy surging through you to inspire the embodiment of your higher self. And that's the gig. That's how this planet shifts into what I call a permanently peaceful, people-populated paradise, planet Earth, is by us embodying our higher selves, which is about not just creativity, right? We create our own realities, whatever, but also being authentic and being truthful and coming from a wiser, more loving, more empowered place. This mantra is ideal for resolving creative blocks. I mean, for creative family archetype, that makes sense. Healing traumas, which is, you know, it's a healing read, and traumas, that word has many different meanings for many different people, and releasing blocks of stagnation. And look, Taurians, you're fixed earth. Sometimes it can feel like you're stuck, but sometimes you're just integrating. Like, as much as we want to like hammer and tongs, just keep working. I'm a Virgo, I know. I need that time to rest and integrate. So to even just, you know, record it in some way. Here's what I see. Here's what I want to do. Here's my creativity, even if it's not to anybody else. Because if you find yourself in a problem, shifting it back to love, so communicating that in a way that is more loving to yourself, even if it's like, someday we'll get there. I know that I don't know. I'm willing to be shown, but man, this is lit up inside of me, and chances are this is part of your sacred contract anyway, no matter what it is you're pioneering here. So, told you about the blessimation. It's a combination of the word blessing and summation. It's a Patreon word we came up with, and it is stuck to my third eye permanently. So though I have no idea what's going to happen when I hit the record button to begin with, I really have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth when I do the blessimation, because it's a total surrender to the divine. Let's see what happens. Please take a nice deep breath. Let us end as we began. Pantheonic override. I call upon the beloved pantheons of the divine. Our God, wrong prayer. I call upon the pantheons of the divine. On behalf of the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and their cross-watchers watching this video and drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to embrace their passion for doing and creating what has never been done before in the 8th chakra, with this nugget of wisdom inside of them that they can grow and develop over time, going deeper within themselves. Yes, maybe walking away from something, but chances are more going deeper in and higher up within their own energy field, particularly with the 8 of Cups. This could be more people involved. Root chakra vibe makes sense for an earth sign, so that they can get that the only thing that is real is love, shifting their focus from the problem back to love, so they expand their inner power, because they are their most powerful when their creativity is given a voice. And may they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to alchemize their shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, and illusion to truth, for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives, in happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser ways, for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world for all of us, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So would it be. And so it is. It was good. It was good. Did you like it? Well, like it. Hit the thumbs up. Help other Taurians and cross-watchers get their creativity moving and expanding their inner power. If you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe, because obviously this is an outlet for me expressing my inner power, giving my creativity a voice, and I love it. But if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. We have such a lovely community over there. As a matter of fact, I have been hired by one of my patrons to read at their wedding reception next week. I'm very excited about that. And of course, because they are Patreon members, they get a significant discount with that kind of stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff going on over there. The digital shop is wonderful. You can follow for free. You can 7-day free trial. I just love it. And really, go check out the digital shop. Go listen to some of the free previews for the audios and videos. But if you feel like you want more, you know what to do. Click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you can just call me Mal. No, I don't take myself too seriously. I've dealt with very culty people in this world, and they all take themselves too seriously, just saying. And certainly, if you would like to book me for a private session, there is a video I made last year when I was living in Holbrook, Long Island, when I didn't know I would be moving to Saratoga Springs. And that video is called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. Essentially explains everything that you need to know about booking me for a reading, a spiritual counseling, or what we call a half and half. Because now I am doing readings at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs on Phila Street, P-H-I-L-A. You can contact them directly. You don't even need to go through me, right? I have days set aside. They let me know somebody's booked. I come in, I read them, then I come home, and I take care of my new little kitten and my 2 other cats, and you know, I love that setup. But the majority of the readings that I do are on video calls. In other words, when we book the client, the day of the booking, I send them a Zoom link so that we record the whole thing. They come onto my platform. At the end of the reading, I send them a link so they can download the entire reading, so they don't have to memorize, they don't have to take notes. It's a conversation. We see each other, they see the cards hit the table in real time, and then they tell me they downloaded it and I delete it from the field, because part of my honor code is to keep things as confidential as humanly possible, although the client is free to share that with whoever and wherever they want. It's your deal, not mine. And the most important thing that I say in that reading is that I have never turned anyone away because of lack of finances. Where there is a witch, there's a way. I'm a witch, so there's a way, but it has to be fair, it has to be equitable, right? Live and let live, fairly take and fairly give. And even if it's pay it forward to someone else down the line, we have the conversation. So I'm keeping the video up even after I make the new one. I'll get there eventually with Magic Moon and all that stuff in there. But certainly everything is that you need is on there, and that video makes my mom laugh, so it will stay up forever as far as I'm concerned. And honestly, I mean, how many times did we need the word passion and creativity coming up here? So, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sign, Crosswatcher, or otherwise, you got something you came in to do in this life. Read Sacred Contracts by Carolyn Mays. Because do we really want to keep reincarnating over and over again? I would like to say no. Apparently, there are other places to go in this universe than planet Earth. I hear Uranus is lovely this time of year. So thank you so much for watching. I love this reading for you. And I believe in Taurians. I love dating Taurians. They're a lot of fun. So hang in there. I believe in you. You got this. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.